want to start the show off with the big RIP. The news hit us yesterday. Kind of very sad to hear, especially since it kind of crept up on us. But RIP to George Foreman.
Boxing legend.
Boxing legend. Former heavyweight boxing champion passed away at 76. Of course, we all know George Foreman, like Pee Wee Kirkland, was a legend in 2 games.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he passed away, looks like Friday night, according to his family. They released a statement. They did not release a cause of death at the moment. Of course, we all remember him first as a 2-time world heavyweight champion and Olympic gold medalist, and considered one of the hardest punches in boxing history. And, of course, everybody remembers him for winning back the heavyweight champion and becoming the oldest heavyweight champion in history at 45, defeating Michael Moore in 1994. And, of course, his legendary fights with, legendary fight with Muhammad Ali. Yes, out there in Africa. Of course, he was inducted in the World Boxing Hall of Fame and International Boxing Hall of Fame. He was married 5 times, 12 children, and so he's very fruitful and multiplied.
All of his kids named George?
Well, his sons.
So it's I think about 4 or 5 sons.
Some of them have renditions of the name George.
Yeah.
So, I know a lot of y'all got them Foreman Grills now.
Yeah, that's why he's a legend in 2 games.
Yeah, and in entrepreneurship. So a lot of y'all got them Foreman Grills.
Yeah, them Foreman Grills helped my generation survive college.
Foreman Grills are probably one of the best cooking inventions of all time.
Up until the air fryer came out, the
Exactly.
Foreman Grill was it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a must-have item. So, of course, we remember Rumble in the Jungle in 1974 in Zaire. But Foreman was also a preacher. Did y'all see that movie, his bio movie, a couple years ago? Wasn't it called Foreman?
I think so, but I haven't got a chance.
I watched it. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be one of those hokey movies, and it had those hokey moments, but it was actually a pretty good movie. I was surprised, just based on what I was expecting when I watched it. Gotcha. And of course, we remember his original retirement in '79 before he came back to win at the age of 45, but he left the ring originally at 39. And, of course, 2 decades later, he won. Well, not 2 decades later, but a decade later, he won again and got that belt from Michael Moore. So
the game kept calling him back.
Yeah, the game kept calling him back. And he finally retired for good at 48 with a record of 76-5 with 68 knockouts. So I remember him, of course, as a spokesman, not just for Foreman Grills, but he did those Meineke commercials I remember watching all the time. He was doing lots and lots of commercials. So he was a man, we grew up seeing him all the time.
I remember
he was like the first Shaq.
Yeah, he was like Shaq in a way, because he did.
I remember he could give a whooping, but he could take one too.
Yeah,
he had a hard ass head.
He took some punishment in that ring as well. He definitely dished some out.
Back then they were going like 15 rounds.
Them long
15 rounds. So it ain't nothing like how it is now. So he's a true warrior.
Yeah, so of course he was born in Marshall, Texas. He took up boxing after dropping out of school at 15. I just remember the original tale of him being very angry, and he knocked out 10 of his first 11 opponents. So he came into the ring pretty much, ready to dominate.
Pissed.
Yeah, pissed, angry.
Came in the ring pissed.
Yeah, but once that money and all that came, and he found purpose with God, I guess, becoming a preacher. Yeah, he
became really personal.
Yeah, and he went from this angry black man to the most beloved. That'll be like me when I get some paper.
Oh, was he angry though?
Well, when he was younger.
Can we say that? Because he really, though, if you look at it, when the era he came up in, I'd be angry too.
I didn't say it wasn't justifiable.
So as
lots of black people born George Foreman.
Of course, so that's what I'm saying. So I wouldn't. So
no, he was still an angry dude.
I'm just saying though, but it's just the characterization that somebody just automatically deemed angry. So it was like, okay, so
No, I mean, he was in a life of crime, and then he found boxing and salvation, and he was running the streets. He grew up fatherless. You know, he had a lot of things in his life to make him angry. I didn't say his anger wasn't justifiable, but yeah, everybody from that situation didn't grow up angry. But the point I'm trying to make is he turned his anger into happiness. You know?
okay.
Which goes to show you, punching people in the face makes you happy sometimes if you're angry. That's what we can learn. But George Foreman was very helpful to the community. He did build a community rec center for the poor kids of his community. So, you know, he was one of those dudes that came back to the community and helped out the community. So he wasn't somebody who just got rich and didn't share his money. He was very much shared it. In fact, that's half the reason he went back to boxing. Wasn't it the money getting tight from the community center and helping everybody? Yeah. So, he was a very noble man. Very sad to see him go. We'll always remember him. 76.
76. So
he had some time left.
Good life.
He lived a good life though. 76.
I think everybody should touch 100 if possible.
Nah, 100's too long.
Hell no.
Well, it depends. I mean,
I tell people, you live to 100, you're more than likely outliving your kids and falling onto your kids' kids.
Not necessarily. Because if you reach 100, depending on, let's say you had kids like 25, 30, and you live to 100. Right,
life.
They're gonna be. They'll probably be
65,
they'll be between their 60s and 70s. Yeah,
they'll be waiting for you to go.
right.
Shit,
And could you imagine falling on your grandkids as their responsibility? Let's go see granddad and stuff like that.
Hey,
like
listen,
you know,
man. Hey, when you eating off that money though, you ain't gonna be saying. So that's the whole purpose. Get that bread. So
he's set for life off the Foreman Grill
Exactly.
alone.
So that's what I'm saying. You got that money, you can toe that line.
Yeah.
If you need a damn wipe my ass, goddamn, you go wipe my ass because why? You eating all that money.
Yeah, and we should shout out Hulk Hogan because he was the one who passed on the grill.
Yep.
And
definitely shout out because
Thanks, Hogan.
his trash.
Yeah, because that money could have gone to him and his family.
Yeah,
If Foreman
exactly.
hadn't, you know.
Yep.
But it went to a black family. So Hogan, thank you, Hulk Hogan,
Shout
for
out.
skipping on the I don't know what it was
It
called.
would have been a
before the
Hogan
Foreman
grill,
Yeah.
but it's the Foreman grill. Now.
It's the Foreman Grill, and you helped a black family experience generational wealth by simply passing on an opportunity. Thank you, Hulk Hogan.
Word up.
Yeah, so R.I.P. George Foreman. Rest in peace.